Right now, at this very second, a star is being born somewhere in the Milky Way, and in a few billion years, it will die. But here's what no one tells you. That star's entire life, birth, middle age, explosive death, is a perfect mirror of your life. Every single stage, let's live it. Together, let's start small. Picture a red dwarf, the most common star in the galaxy. Dim, quiet, burns so cool it barely glows red. This is you as a child. You showed up small, not impressive yet. The universe is enormous, and you are a faint little spark in a very dark cloud. But here's the thing about red dwarfs that blows astronomers' minds. They live for trillions of years, not billions, trillions. The universe is only 13.8 billion years old. A red dwarf has barely started. That slow, patient beginning? It's not weakness, it's endurance. It's the longest burn in the cosmos. Your early years felt small too, but they were the foundation for everything that came next. Don't underestimate the slow start. Now, you're in your prime. A sun-like star, average size, but don't let that fool you. This thing is a 4.6 billion-year nuclear furnace. Every second, it converts 600 million tons of hydrogen into helium, releasing the energy of 4 trillion hydrogen bombs. This is you in your productive years. You wake up, you work, you create. You fuse elements inside yourself, ideas, relationships, ambitions, and you radiate that energy outward. Planets form around you. Things start to orbit your gravity, your career, your family, your reputation. Life appears in your warmth. The main sequence is the longest, most stable phase of a star's life, roughly 90% of its entire existence. Not the most dramatic, but the most impactful. Scientists call this hydrogen burning. But really? It's purpose. It's showing up day after day, fusing raw potential into something the universe can feel. You are a star in your main sequence right now. Don't take it for granted. Then comes middle age. The hydrogen in the core runs out. The star panics? No, wait. The star evolves. It expands dramatically. A sun-like star swells to 200 times its original size, cooling and turning red. It's called a red giant. This is you reinventing yourself. The tight, focused fusion of youth is over. Now you expand. Your influence, your thinking, your sense of self. You spill out into spaces you never reached before. Some things get consumed, old habits, relationships that couldn't survive your growth. Even whole planets get swallowed when the sun expands. Mercury, Venus, eventually Earth itself. That's not tragedy. That's transformation. A red giant is not dying. It's redistributing its energy into the universe on a massive scale. It's becoming bigger than it ever imagined in its main sequence years. And here's what makes it stunning. A red giant burns brighter than it ever did. More luminous, more visible, more powerful. The expansion isn't the end, it's the announcement. Now the outer layers peel away. A sun-like star sheds its outer shell in a breathtaking explosion of color called a planetary nebula. Rings of gas, glowing neon blue, green, violet, fan out into space over tens of thousands of years. This is you releasing what no longer serves you. All that energy you built up, you're giving it back to the cosmos. The nebula is made of carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, the raw ingredients for planets, for life, for future stars. You are becoming someone else's beginning. At the center of the nebula, the star's core remains, now called a white dwarf, dense, quiet, no longer fusing anything, just slowly radiating stored heat into the darkness. That's not failure, that's legacy. A white dwarf will cool for trillions of years, eventually becoming a black dwarf, a cold, dark ember in an old universe, pure crystallized carbon, a diamond the size of Earth, silent, eternal, complete. But not every life is quiet. Some stars are born massive, 8, 20, 100 times the mass of our Sun. These are the rock stars of the cosmos, brilliant, fast, reckless. A star 25 times our Sun's mass burns through its fuel in just 7 million years. Compared to our Sun's 10 billion year lifespan, that's nothing. That's a cosmic blink. But what a blink! It burns 1,000 times brighter. It forges heavier and heavier elements in its core, carbon, neon, oxygen, silicon, working its way up the periodic table until it hits iron. Iron is the end. You can't fuse iron and release energy. It's a dead end. The core collapses in less than a second, and the rebound is a supernova, the most energetic explosion in the known universe. For weeks, this single dying star outshines an entire galaxy of 200 billion stars. Every gold atom in your wedding ring, every iodine atom in your body, every calcium atom in your bones, born in a supernova. The most intense lives don't last longest. They leave the most behind. After the supernova, 2 paths remain. If the star was massive, between 8 and 20 solar masses, its core collapses into a neutron star, an object just 20 kilometers across, but with the mass of 2 suns. A teaspoon of neutron star matter weighs 1 billion tons. It spins hundreds of times per second, shooting jets of radiation across galaxies. A pulsar, a lighthouse, broadcasting its existence to the cosmos long after its visible life ends. This is legacy beyond death. And if the star was truly massive, above 20 solar masses, the core doesn't stop collapsing. It becomes a black hole, a point of infinite density where space and time themselves break down. Nothing, not even light, escapes. But here's what we now know. Black holes radiate slowly. Over unimaginable timescales, they release Hawking radiation and eventually evaporate, giving back everything they ever absorbed. Even a black hole returns to the universe. Nothing is truly lost. Every single atom in your body was forged inside a star. Your iron came from a supernova, your oxygen from a dying giant, your carbon from a nebula. You are not just made from the universe. You are a piece of the universe looking back at itself. And like a star, your life will have every phase. A slow beginning, a blazing prime, an expansion that surprises even you, a shedding of the old, and an ending that seeds something new. The question isn't whether your life will matter. The question is, what kind of star will you choose to be?